Friday, viewers, so remember we gave you the opportunity to call in on Fridays to highlight issues that are hampering you in your community, friends, loud music, officers not working, ministers not working, you're not seeing your councillor, you're not seeing your MP, the road condition is deplorable, the bridges in your area, you can't seem to get it fixed. The box drain, I mean, oh gosh, it's Friday night in Antigua. Tonight is your night to call in and talk about the issues in your community that you are having problems with. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. For those of you who are looking for cash borrow, you can contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716, 242-7690, or 267-7325. Our office are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. There's another office at number 132 Cipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. So viewers, if you're looking for cash, all you need is some form of collateral. Security. You could use house, you're using land, you use a vehicle, or you can even use gold. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who have spiritual problems, not a problem. You could contact me at 339-1670, set up an appointment, and I will see you. So Trinidad, I always encourage you now that if you want to be a member of the Realtalk Credit Union, feel free. Feel free to contact our office. We just need a couple information from you, and you could be a member of the Realtalk Credit Union. That is information presently. To join us, all you need, 2 forms of ID, utility bill, job letter and pay slip, if necessary, and you're good to go. You can even open an account for your kid. This is the only credit union in Trinidad and Tobago where I believe you can open an account for your kid. The only financial institution. Remember that, Trinidad and Tobago. Realtalk Credit Union information is here to make a change. Remember that. To make a change. We have the lowest monthly service fee. We have the highest annual interest payment and the highest fixed deposit payment in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember that. Remember that. So as we start off our program tonight, the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance Facility has announced payout totaling US $15.2 million to 3 of its members government during October for events associated with the 2022 hurricane season. Trinidad and Tobago received US $5.84 million following heavy rains that occurred during October 5th to 8th, 2022. The Cayman Islands, October 28, 2022. SPC has made 4 payouts totaling US $15.2 million to 3 of its member governments during October for events associated with the 2022 hurricane season. The 2022 Atlantic hurricane season is on pace to meet the expectation of the pre-season prediction of being above normal season. Now, CCRIF, that is the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance, stands ready to support its members in the coming weeks as we move towards the end of the season on November 30th, 2022. So Trinidad and Tobago, those were members of government that received millions of dollars from the Caribbean Catastrophic Health Insurance Facility. Imagine, millions of dollars, eh? Millions of dollars. Overnight drizzle throughout South Trinidad has triggered flooding in several parts of Pinal, Davie, and Barapo. At Wellington Road, Davie, and M2 Ring Road, flood subside along with heavy rain. But residents state that the rising tide poses problem for persons in the low area of the South Oropouche drainage basin. Trinidad and Tobago, I want to ask you a question tonight. Is the drainage department in Trinidad and Tobago, are they doing enough work to eliminate flooding in communities? This is what I want you to answer to me tonight. Are you seeing the drainage management in your area? Are you seeing disaster management officials in your community? Are you seeing MPs in your community? Now listen to this. In Woodland, residents has already stacked sandbags around their home and put valuables on high grounds. President of the South Oropouche Ravine Flood Action Group, Edward Moody, also states that most of the connector road in Barapo, Pinal, and Davie had water crossing the road. He added that water was flowing in heavily into Woodland, and the residents are calling on the Ministry of Works to bring in another pump so the water can be pulled out. Moody said, the pumps have been functioning at Tulsa Trace, but noted it was not sufficient. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that, Trinidad and Tobago. So we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk flooding.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Sipera Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670.
Licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So welcome back to Real Talk Trinidad and Tobago. So here it is. Have you been affected by the inclement weather? Now tonight I want you to call in. Call in tonight. It doesn't matter what part of Trinidad and Tobago you are from. Have your community been underwater? Did you see a minister? Did you see a counselor? Did you see the drainage team in your community? Did you see disaster management? We are in the rainy season. How many MPs goes out to the community? How many? I could tell you something. One person on the UNC and the PNM side I could vouch for, and I could say this individual really goes out to the community. It's Dr. Rai Ragbir. Every time there's raining in the Manzalina Komoto area, Dr. Rai is out there. He is out there with the community. He's out there in his constituency. He's always doing something good for his community up there. And that I have been noticing. Have you seen any other ministers? Have you? What is preventing your councillor and MP from coming out when rain falls? What? 2386716 is the phone line to call in Trinidad and Tobago. So remember that. Tonight I want to talk about a little about the flood in your communities. Because weeks come, weeks go. Months come, months go. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. How many ministers go out? How many people, how many members actually see ministers, see councillors? Very, very few. Very, very few. And when you lack representation in your constituency, people don't look up to you. People don't look up to you. Ask Fitzgerald Hines. Does his constituency approve of him? Ask him. Ask the Prime Minister. Does his constituency approve of him? Ask Colin Imbert if his constituency is approved of him. Listen. I always say, if you want to be a proper serving MP or councillor, your constituency needs to see you. They need to see you. And when they are not seeing you, they will say that you have abandoned them. On many occasions, on our Wednesday night program, where we have public concerns, where we highlight the road, the bridges, the drains, the councillors in the area, many callers call in on our Wednesday program to highlight the lack of representation of their MP and councillor in their community. So how are we going to deal with them not being there? Like I said, I can vouch for Rai. Rai Ragbir, whenever there's a disaster in the Manzalina Komoto area, Mr. Ragbir is there. Call her good night.
I know there was a councillor, a previous councillor before this councillor from the rep. So his name was Purushottam Singh. The day he became councillor, that very said day, they had spread all in tool factories, co-application. That was one councillor who really worked. But
What's his name? What's his name?
Hello?
What's his name?
This is in Boki Trade.
Okay.
Tool factories, but they have lots of water right now, and they are the pumps not working properly. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You see, this is what we need. Once a caller could call in, or one or two callers could call in and said, Said, we have been seeing our councillor, we have been seeing our MP. There you would know the councillor and the MP is working for the community and to assist the citizens of that area. But when we're not seeing them, sometimes rain would be falling, bucket a drop. Have we ever seen the Prime Minister at all, both outside? Have we ever seen Colin Imbert as ministers in their constituency? Ask yourself that. And they are men in top position. Top position. Gary Griffin was the commissioner of police, and he used to come out in a short pants and help. Leaders of our country needs to buck up. They need to buck up. We need more of the, here I am at your service. But we are not getting that. We are not getting that. What we are getting is, come to my office, fill out a form, and when it's on my desk, I will see about it. But how often does that form reach in front the MP or the councillor? Now, there are hard-working councillors in communities. And then there is some that just don't represent the community. How many councillors could call into Real Talk program and said, yes, Saeed, I have been doing X, I have been doing Y, and I have been doing Z? How many? How many? You see, this is where I comes in to challenge them. And I am challenging them on national television. I am calling them out on national television. I am not going on some social media platform and call them out. No. I am using my platform, which goes live on television, local, regional, and international, and calling out ministers, calling out MPs, calling out councillors. This is my job. This is what I do. You know why I'm doing this? So that citizens in the community could get help. Elderly in the community could get help. That is why I am doing this every night, night after night after night. Just so people to get help. For people to get help. Because there are people in position that just don't give a rat's tail about your situation. They don't. They don't, they don't, and they don't. Imagine that. How many people care about the disability individuals in Trinidad and Tobago? If they getting a grant or not? How many people? Does the social development sector care about these people? Call a good night.
Hey, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, your life.
We have massive crime. We have the flooding, all this disaster. Where is our Prime Minister in all this? Where is he right now? Is he in Trinidad? I mean, you're no statement. This is the time people want to hear something. You're talking about disaster. As far back as 2017, the people in Madras Road, the people in Madras Road in St. Helena have not been compensated for the massive flood they suffered. You know what they was told? That the application forms is not available. They don't have application forms. When people in Greenvale within 2-3 days get money, you see, well, why is this biasness in this country? Does the money belongs to the PNM? Does the money belongs to Rowley and his cabinet? Now this same Rowley, he had come out when Ramlogan and Ramdeen was accused of taking bribes. He came out and tell his supporters, you know how much medicine could have been bought with that money? And that was only an allegation.
Correct.
What is factual now is how much millions of dollars has been paid to Vincent Nelson. Whose money it is?
Correct.
How much medicine could that have been bought? You understand? And what I cannot understand with this biasness, you look at all of the handouts when the government is giving out housing and grants and all these kind of things. It is only one ethnicity of people is getting these grants and starter houses. Where is the opposition? Why can't people stand up? We do not have equity in this country. We do not have equal distribution. The wealth of the country does not belong to the PNM. And it is so heartening that I heard on the news tonight where the Prime Minister and his ministers must go before the court and account. This is the kind of democracy we want, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, remember, we are on the social media platform also. We are on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Search and like and share. We are on YouTube, TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell and you would know when we go live. We are also on the most famous trending platform that there are around the world, TikTok. Saieed Ali, Real Talk. We are on TikTok. Search us, like us, add us, share us. Remember, we still hold the position of the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. You know why? We deal with the real issues. I have provided a phone line for you to call in studio live. Our program is a live program on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday with a rerun the next day from 11:30 to 12:30. The phone line is provided for you to call in and highlight issues in your community. Tell us about the guns in the community, about the drugs in the community, about the bad road in the community, about the bridge in the community, about the lack of police presence in your community, lack of patrols in your community, lack of every single thing in your community. Imagine that. Imagine that. A lack of every single thing in your community. Even a community center, a recreation ground, a little play park for the children. That's why we provided a phone line. So you can call in and highlight these issues. So moving along. 25 families across TNT were recognized as recipients for grants to help them provide shelter for their families, receiving $20,000 or $50,000 each. Housing Minister Camille Robinson-Regis stated that studies have shown lack of suitable housing often leads to low-income generating opportunities, lower education attendance for children, and a range of other negative implications for the wider society. So it took Camille 7 years to realize this. 7 years to realize this. All these houses, HDC houses that are put down in communities throughout Trinidad. The house is just there, sitting empty. Hundreds of houses throughout Trinidad. How many low-income individuals have access to these houses, such as police officers, soldiers, Coast Guard, nurses, doctors? How many? Prison officers, fire service? How many? They work for a flat income, a government income. Do they qualify for an HDC house? Every year the government, before and after, or the new one comes in, they focus on housing. They build thousands of houses. But how many people are receiving those houses? When last you heard HDC give away about 200 houses? When last? Robinson-Regis added that 25 eligible families who completed a very vigorous but necessary screening process received subsidy for either home construction or for home improvement through the Urban Upgrading and Revitalization Program. Just imagine, 25 families. Call her good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
I live at Presalli, and 6 years from now, I'm getting a flood. Right? Going to the councillor, nothing doing. Nothing.
What area?
In Presal.
Presal?
Yeah.
Who is the councillor for that area?
Anil Baliram.
Anil Baliram?
Yeah.
When last you saw him in the community?
Never.
How long have he been the councillor for that community?
Under the UNC government to now.
Since the UNC government formed to now,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has been the councillor?
Yes. Up
That
to now.
About 13 or 14 years?
Yeah, could be.
And he is presently the counselor after 13 or 14 years?
Yes. And nothing. If not, I will have to pay privately to do it. I also do a surgery, and I cannot be able to finance that right now.
So he hasn't done anything?
Nothing. All the glycerin falling right now in Pasal, and the place flooded.
Wow.
Yes,
My friend,
right now.
thank you so much for highlighting it. Thank you so much. So you see, Trinidad and Tobago, this is what we want. Listen carefully. As I say that, one of my managers in a retail group of companies, when they're talking to me, they say, Saeed, listen to me, and listen to me carefully. It's so and so and so, and I just do this. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. So as I say that, I remember it. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, the more you put a counselor on spot, is the more embarrassed he becomes. The more you put an MP on the spot, is the more embarrassed they becomes. Why do you think I just come here and highlight them? Because they have the power and the authority to execute certain decisions. Yeah. The finance ministry, Colin Herbert, have the power. He has the authority to execute plans to give the corporation money to fix the road. He has the power. The counselor for a community has the power to execute documents to the minister, demanding him to come down to the community to see the conditions of the road, and also have the power to execute documents to an MP to demand finance. How many of them does that? Or is the councillor and the MP friends? That is why they don't like Saeed. Hence the reason why they don't like Saeed. But you know what's the good thing about it? The good thing about it is that I do not ask anyone to fund this program. Because you will get offended. You will. It's sad, you know. So Trinidad and Tobago, 25 families were eligible. They boasting 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago, and they boasting about 25 families. I thought it was a couple hundred. She said one criteria that had to be met was a maximum monthly household income of $8,000. Hailing the program for its medium and long-term goals of poverty reduction, she said the standard of living of thousands of families have been lifted by some 1,995 subsidies already processed, namely 1,188 for home improvement subsidies and 807 were for home construction subsidies. See? So we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, Trinidad and Tobago, Shoguna's mayor to roll out crime plan for the borough. Monday next week, since we're talking about this, today is Friday. Monday next week, I'm going to try to get the mayor of Shoguna's, who is Faik Mohammed, for a live phone interview to talk more about this. But when we come back, we're going to discuss what he plans to do after this break.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at RealTalk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Realtor Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, those of you who want to be members of the Real Talk Credit Union that is presently in formation, by the 1st of November, we will be opening our doors for members of Real Talk Credit Union to open savings account. Savings account with an annual interest rate of up to 2%. You're not getting that in the bank. You're not getting that at other financial institutions. You're not. And also, fixed deposit from 3.5%. You never know if there will be an increase up to 4% next week. You never know. Yeah? Remember, I am Saieed Ali, and thus far I have been making changes in Trinidad and Tobago. So when you want to see your money grow, contact me. Invest with us. Invest today and watch your money grow for tomorrow. Chaguanas Mayor Faik Mohammed have stated that there have been a recent uptick in crime in central Trinidad, and home invasions are now becoming a weekly occurrence. He said, it has also been observed that the criminal element have been targeting the elderly. As an interim measure, the corporation will be rolling out plans to deter the criminal elements. Mohammed added that this funding will only give 5 months into the year. He said, owners of unkept land in the borough will be given notice to maintain their properties. Mohammed is also calling on TNTech to assist in repairing street lights. Faik added that since the upsurge in crime, the council have been meeting with communities to assist in the best way to help them prevent incidents of crime. The mayor also said that the corporation does not have access to the current camera in the borough, and it is unclear what their purpose was. Imagine that, eh? So the mayor of Chaguanas, Faik Mohammed, is telling us that the corporation does not have access to the current camera in the borough, and it is uncertain what their purpose are. So if we have cameras in the Chaguanas area, who is controlling it? Who is controlling it? Who is looking after the streets? when the officers are not on the streets? Who? Who have access to those cameras? I'm from Shoguners. I would love to know who have access to these cameras. This would be a big help. So, in the coming days, I will be relating with FAIC concerning who have access to these cameras. And how can we access footage? How can we access footage when a robbery or home invasion takes place? So I will be relating with the mayor of Shoguners concerning this. Very, very serious. Very serious. Now, MPs and councillors in community need to get together to secure the community. They need that. I am not going to listen to what McDonald Jacob has to say. I am not going to listen to what our Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, have to say. I'm not. You know why? Mr. Hines says crime, relating to crime, that his job is not to make the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago feel safe. Mr. Jacob, on the other hand, is saying to us that crime is everybody's business. Crime is for the right-thinking citizen of Trinidad and Tobago to be alert. Mr. Jacob have the power to command police officers throughout Trinidad and Tobago in stations to keep raids and roadblocks every weekend. But does he give that order? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Does the councillor and the MP in the area care about security concerns? Do they care about schooling in the community? Do they care about the health in the community? Do they care about the road, the drain? Do they care about these things? I'm asking you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, my fellow brethren in Trinidad and Tobago. I am talking to you. Does your MP and councillor care about your community? Or all they care about is driving the Benz and the BMW? Ask yourself that. Every Thursday or Monday is supposed to have a meeting with councillors and MP. We hardly hear of anything. We hardly hear of anything. That is why I said, an MP I've been seeing in his community and constituency is Dr. Rai Ragbir. I'm literally seeing this man going out and doing what he do best. Help the people. That is what he do best. Help the people. How many does that? Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Brian Manning, has welcomed the news that TNT received higher revenue for the last fiscal year than what was originally estimated. But former Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Vasan Bharat, did not believe this news, painted a true picture of Trinidad and Tobago economic reality. The National Transformation Alliance, led by former National Security Minister and former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, welcomed the improved revenue, but said the government could not take credit for it. In a statement, the ministry said, when Finance Minister Colin Mimble presented the 2022-2023 budget in Parliament on September 26, the revenue figures for fiscal 2022 were based on actual figures from October 1st, 2021 to August 31st, 2022, and estimated figure for September 2022. Manning also added that TNT is receiving better revenue than estimated for fiscal 2022. It's good, but this was no reason to throw cautions in the wind or make changes to measures outlined in the budget in September. Like I said, millions of dollars are flowing through Trinidad and Tobago in the Ministry of Finance. How is the money being spent? How? Can Colin Mimwood come out and give a detailed financial report as to how much went where? How much contract were issued in 2021, 2022? How much did these contracts cost? How much contracts were completed? Can they do that? How much went to schools? How much schools were repaired? How much did it cost to repair? You see, we have contractors in Trinidad and Tobago fixing roads. But ask yourself, on some of these roads, when you drive on it, it's like you're in a back road. It's like you're in a muddy road. You're riding the wave. And hundreds of millions of dollars are being spent to pave these roads. But we like it so. We're not complaining. We're not complaining. You see, I will come here night after night and put the Ministry of Works, put TTPS, put education, and put health on our front burner. Why? Because that is the key to having proper service in Trinidad and Tobago. Security, school, education, and health. 3 major factors in every country in the world. And how is it being treated? Infrastructure. How is infrastructure being treated in Trinidad and Tobago? Good? Neglected? How? But yet we sit every day, we are hearing everything, but we are afraid to make a move. Where is the labor union? One day they march for 4% and that's it. That's it. We're not hearing anything again. Gas went up. Where's the labor movement? Where's JTAM? How come he didn't call a 3 days rest and reflect? Somebody say something. Somebody say something. How come he didn't say that? How come he didn't come up on a platform and said, my brothers and sisters, we are going to keep a 3-day protest or stay away from work and join us as we walk the streets from San Fernando to Port of Spain to protest the high price of fuel. Let me tell you something. If the labor union in Trinidad and Tobago decide to keep a march, hundreds of thousands of people are going to come out. Hundreds of thousands of people are going to support it. Because that will be beneficial to who? Us, the citizens. Us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And what are we going to do? Are we just going to sit by and just watch everything go down the drain? While we have leaders with no visions? Is that what we're going to do? UNC were doing, I'm not affiliated with any party, you know, but look at what previous party did. Look at what UNC did in 5 years. Look at what PNM did in 7 years. And then you want to tell me, Saieed, I am bashing? No, I am not bashing. We are looking for the betterment of the country. We are looking to see what party could better Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, Saeed, I got a job on that PNM, you know. You got a job on that PNM? Yes, Saeed. Cost of living gone up how much time? Well, Saeed, you know, I mean, yes, I get a job, but look at the price of gas. Who raised the gas? Who raised the gas? Saeed, well, you know, Imbert raised the gas. Who is Imbert? Well, you know, Saeed, Imbert is a government MP. What you just say? You look for a party that will bring change to our country. Not a party that would raise gas twice in 6 months. While other countries dropping the price of gas, they're raising. You know what? The cabinet took that decision to raise gas. While Mayor Motley cabinet took the decision to drop gas. In Guyana, the government took the decision to drop gas. In Trinidad, the cabinet took the decision to raise gas twice. Twice. And what we do? What did the union labor do? The labor movements, what did they do? Absolutely nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I will keep saying, if the labor movement in Trinidad and Tobago decides to keep a protest, a 3-day march, hundreds of thousands of government workers will support them. You know why? You know why? It's because they are asking for a change. That is what they are asking for. A change. Do we need a change in Trinidad and Tobago? Ask yourself. Do we need a change? Yes, we need a change. What do we have to do for a change? Well, the only way we could get a change actually is if we down tools, we down work, and we protest on the streets like other countries to get a job done. Someone say, Saeed, you're talking too much. Me talking on television got 9 legislations and amendment passed for Trinidad and Tobago. Me on television got a lot of roads and bridges and box train fixed in our country. So when Terrence decided to say, hey, some big mouth, who could? Terry looking to get our next accident or what? Saeed, you afraid to say that? No! Saeed, you afraid of anybody? No! I am standing for my country. And I am calling on those in authority to come down from your high chair and come down to the ground, because you was on the ground before you reach on your high chair. In your mother house, you're eating dal, rice, and tomatoes. Dal, rice, and karaili and all kind of thing, okra and body and thing. And as I reach up in the big chair, can I have a piece of steak, please? Well done. You forget about dal, rice, and bhaji. As a businessman, and I just still eat dal, rice, and bhaji. With a little bit of tomatoes and some kuchula to the side. And me, I want a spoon, you know. I use it in my hand. Like the older folks used to say, son, when you hear you bore up and you mince up your dal and your rice and your bhaji or your tomatoes, you eat it with your hand. They say the food is be sweet, sweet. You see when you go wedding and prayers and you sand up everything in one? When they reach up there, they don't know nobody. When they pass with the old 120, they go brakes from wetting here. When they pass with the Range Rover, you're too poor. Imagine that. Imagine that. So Trinidad and Tobago, ask yourself, how is our country? How are we benefiting from our country? How do we fix our country? We had, I have to say, had a pitch lake, had a refinery, had a proper oil company, bringing in US revenue, pitch to fix the road. And what are we doing? What are we doing? We had steel mill. What become of all these things? Today I asked myself, I said, what the hell is really going on with Trinidad? What? Huh? Young said we had gas to supply the region. Train 1 guidance that. So how the hell we started supplying the region? Remember when he said during the COVID-19? How quickly we forget. How quickly. Trinidad and Tobago, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we return, we're going to continue.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716. 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Like I say, when last did we sit back? When last did you sit back in your porch and look at how our country is going? When last? Look at the crime rate, the murder rate, home invasions. Look at that. Look at the roads in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at the school system in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at our health system in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at TTPS, the police service in Trinidad and Tobago. When last did you sit in your porch or sit in front of your television and ask yourself, in 5 years, where are we going to be? Where are we going to be in 5 years? I do that on a daily basis. I look at how our country is. I look at what the leaders are doing in our country, for our country. I look at the banking sector. I look at the supermarket industry. I look at the agriculture industry. I look at the livestock industry. Look at the transportation the transportation hub in Trinidad. I look at the pitch lake. We look at the refinery that was shut down. Brian Manning said we had an increased revenue. How much? How much? Was the revenue increased by TT or US? So you tell me, citizens, when last did you reflect on our country? When last did you reflect on your grocery bill? When last? When last you reflect on your grocery bill and say, you know what, this week I can't buy this milk. This week I cannot buy this pack of chicken. I can't buy that beef. I cannot buy 10 pounds of potato. I have to buy 5 pounds. When last did you reflect on that? Think about it. When last? I do that every day. I do that every day. That's why it motivates me to come here every night to bring the real reality to you. The real reality that we live in to you. So you would understand what is taking place. Is agriculture booming? Is the farmers booming? Is the fishing industry booming? Is poultry in Trinidad and Tobago booming? Is the road condition being fixed properly? This is what I look at. What do you look at? What do you look at? So Trinidad and Tobago, I am Saieed Ali. I am the owner and the host of Real Talk Production, or Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am also the director of Real Talk Group of Company, also a director on Real Talk Credit Union Information. So hopefully from the 1st of November, we want to open our doors, Real Talk Credit Union Information, to the public. You want to be a member? Not a problem. Contact us. Contact us. Contact us. You can even open accounts for your children. For your children. You can't do that at a commercial bank. You can't. So there's an opportunity. We have lower monthly service charge. We have 2% on annual savings. Imagine that, eh? 2% on annual savings. We have 3.5% on fixed deposit. Imagine that. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, our rerun of this program is from Monday morning from 11:30 to 12:30. Enjoy your weekend. Don't get drunk. Don't end up in the hospital. Until we meet again, good night.